So true indeed. We do. To continue where we left off, and thank you for joining us once again. This is QG Caldwell, independent candidate for governor of West Virginia, and we are coming to you live. Thank you so much, and we just want to give a big shout out to iHeartRadio because the broadcasts are available on iHeartRadio, YouTube, and of course Spreaker.com, and we just thank them for the platform. You can also find us on Google. Okay, now, where were we? Yes. Okay, I was saying that how I believe that every county should have its own dispensary. Now, again, I do support body cams and bulletproof vests for all law enforcement officers in our state. Again, in the interest of both the lives of our officers, here we are, and the rights. The rights of our citizens, and again, of law enforcement alike. And I was talking about what our governor has done. We know his connection with the coal mines. Now, as concurrent to my other goals, and I do believe, this. I would introduce the West Virginia Servicemen Initiative, where every active or retired West Virginian would receive a monthly check from the state of West Virginia for life while residing in the state. And, as both a heartfelt thank you for your services, but again, as an investment in our state as a whole. Now, we do have a desire to see our infrastructure once again overhauled and strengthened. Now, as an example, our roads, bridges, our highways are in dire need of repairs and maintenance. I will fight for funding to bring this up to par. Now, as my intention to be a candidate truly representative of the people, I simply ask, what are some of the challenges you think as a state we need to address first and foremost, besides the obvious? What's your vision for the state? They say that there is a question for every answer, so I'm here for you. Now, I don't propose to have all the answers. Perhaps our collective questions and concerns can lead us into a brighter future. So let's take West Virginia continuously forward and into the 21st century. Let's form the solutions together. Now, we must, in solidarity, set the framework for our children's future together. So, in a place that is truly paradise, we, the people of wild and wonderful West Virginia, care little about race, black, white, red. We're all the Lord's children. We believe that. And West Virginia has shown the country what the word unity truly means. If one hurts, we all hurt. And yes, granted, I did grow up in the city, far from the majestic mountains and wide winding rivers. But I do consider myself an urban hillbilly of West Virginia. So, when I walk up my door every day, I live here in South Charleston, I see what you see, bound by the tight, twisting hollers. We are all brothers and sisters, and, we can't do this alone. In the truest form of the elective process, we need you. Now, if you are 18 and not registered to vote, your voice cannot be heard. Now, there is no me without you. There's no movement of the people without the people. So again, I am QG Caldwell, and I want to be your governor. And I just ask that you join the movement. I am running for West Virginia governor. And honestly, a lot of you know me as Brown Clown. I wear the Superman suit with the colored wigs and the clown nose. I do my sign dancing out here in the world. I can't do any worse than those other clowns. And we do invite you to check us out sometimes weeknights, also on Q the Governor TV. and that's on earthcam.com. I try and stay busy. I also do music. So I do thank you so very much for your supporting us. If you would like to support us financially, you can go to GoFundMe.com, and it's Caldwell for Governor 2020. That's www.gofundme.com/Caldwell for Governor 2020. Like I said, there's so many things that we could touch on today. Going back to cannabis, because somebody made a comment, that's all you talk about. No, that's not the only idea I have to see us prosper. But going back to cannabis, if you're still not convinced about why I think it's important that we decriminalize it, a $20 million investment in hemp processing, in a hemp processing plant. Okay, because what I do, soil remediation in terms of where they do mountaintop removal, this would definitely, excuse me, this would definitely fall in line with my proposal. Again, to utilize that areas in which, well, let me just jump into the formula. Okay, I'll give you a quick. Here it is. A $20 million investment in hemp a hemp processing plant would create 100 plus permanent manufacturing jobs. Okay, by producing plastics for the automotive and solar industries. Now, using hemp to stimulate manufacturing and technology jobs while creating agricultural demand for more than 2,500 acres of farmland. Okay, here's a quick recap of why 3-branch marijuana industries. Okay, number one, recreational would be expanding farm business and extension offices using marijuana money will only come from recreational marijuana. Written prescriptions drop 3 to 5%, adding benzodiazepines 5 to 8%. However, recreational curbs abuse, reducing overdose 30%. It'll boost tourism by 30%. And it creates tax revenue, $200 million annually. Number two, industrial. In 10 years, hemp, plastic, and solar components will be mandated and federally subsidized. So if we combine Tech with cellulose shipped back from the processing plant, we ship our hemp, they send us CBD and cellulose back. We add graphene from Tech, and presto, we have environmentally friendly, conducive plastic. It's conductive plastic. Can you dig it? So that's with a $20 million investment creating manufacturing and agricultural jobs. All right, here's number three, medical. We can open treatment centers and programs to CBD, which would allow doctors to prescribe. Okay? Now, it's harm reduction plus boost hemp farm production. We could divert first-time opiate and benzo users as well. Now, again, I don't claim to have all the answers, but together we can find some solutions. And together we'll not just survive, but prosper. All right? I'm Quentin Gerard Caldwell, independent write-in candidate for governor of West Virginia. If you'd like to support the effort, I ask you to go to www.gofundme.com/Caldwell for Governor 2020. I do appreciate your support. And as always, keep God first and acknowledge Him in all things you do. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, if you don't know God, I ask that He draw Himself ever closer to you, especially in these trying times. All right? He will make all things plain to you. God bless you and be well. Until next time.
Q2K.